Now then, and welcome back to another episode of the Cobblenauts, playing some more Forever Stranded Lost Souls. I nearly forgot that. Lost Souls is what we call it, kind of like Lost Souls. But it's Forever Stranded Lost Souls. It's the sequel, you know. Right. And it's almost available for release. Look, see how I segued that slight mistake at the start of the video there? Yeah, it goes straight into that there's a Twitch launcher update coming soon. GWSheridan's finishing off. We've got the early access to the map and the mod pack. Recently just undergone a change, actually. There was something that just changed. There was a few bits and pieces in the quests that have changed, and a few bits and pieces like, I can't use this dang tool. My pick. Where do you think that durability went off this pick? My pick. My pick. I am a master at using this pick. But all of a sudden, I can't do it because I'm going of gathering skill. I need 11 gathering, and I only have 8. Well, 9 now. I need 11 to be able to use this tool that I made. Sheridan. But anyway, here we go. Hello, welcome back. I've been setting up a few things and bits and pieces building the dome. We've done this. There was a video out. You saw that. There's been doing some videos of this and videos of that, videos of this, videos of the other. All the Cobblenauts have been doing videos. All sorts of cool stuff has been going on. And as you can see, my dome is being built around it all. So I've been doing kind of like the hard job of just grinding out making this dome work. And it's looking pretty good. It's sealing off areas, which is what we wanted it to do. I've still got a lot of cutting back to do of netherrack and things to make it even better. And the bits and pieces like that. But I started with a wall. Yeah, you know I started with a wall. Started with a too high wall around here to stop things just walking in on us. And I started backfilling behind it as well to make sure that it was solid and impactful. So I'm travelling up and cutting it down and just building it up like that. But I tested out the automated version just recently, and we've got these upgrades now on these iron furnaces. I think System Collapse has been working on the furnaces. They're slightly better than those nether furnaces, but still. But yeah, anyway, I did down here. This is what I did yesterday. Instead of making a video for you, I just cracked on with this. So I cleared out all of the netherrack that was on the ground, and I put down chiseled cobblestone, and then I put the fortress blocks all around like the base of the dome. As the dome starts here, and I show the dome, I can hide or show a preview. I was showing the preview. I went around and I placed all the blocks around. It doesn't look quite even though, does it? That looks like there's a block missing just there. But anyway, yeah, that's the overall. I've done that bit. People have also been digging out these bits now as well. There was a load of Tinker's ores lurking around that weren't deleted from the area earlier on, and someone's obviously got their XP enough for that now. So yeah, anyway, I've been doing this, and I spent a whole day doing this, and today I wanted to show you a few more things of doing this. So how am I getting all the glass, first of all, right? So in this pack there is Ex Compressium, which is ex nihilo stuff, right? And we get lots of these quests, earlier game quests, to do all this sort of stuff. And I think Chosen Architect has been doing a lot of this kind of stuff to get a load of resources to begin us off with lots of resources in there. We've had lots of other bits and pieces come in, like lapis and the like, other stuff coming from sieving processing, right? But I want to show you how I'm getting to sand quickly, right? Because you could just go one block and then hey, I've got Mr. Tickles. Sheridan put all of our names or our named chicken sticks on, right? And you break it. I thought that's how you did it. I thought that's how you did chicken sticks. So that's what you did with a chicken stick. I thought that was how it worked. You broke it like that. Okay, fine. Chicken stick doesn't work the way I thought it was. Oh well, we'll figure that one out later. Alright, so what you can do, right, we can smash with a hammer. This is a compression hammer, which requires... Oh, my days. I require so much... okay, well, I guess Mr. Tickles will just have to delete it for now. There you go, Mr. Tickles, out of the way. Yeah, so... I haven't been using the iron ones. Obviously, I've not been using the iron ones because they're not possible. I've been using these stone ones. I just thought the iron ones would look cool for me to show you using the iron ones, but no, I can't use the iron ones, can I? So, you get the cobble, right? And you make cobble into the compressed cobble. Compressed cobble. Like so, yeah? There's 9 blocks or whatever there. Then you can lay them out and vein miner them with one of these. And that makes a load of gravel. Then you can compress the gravel. I wish there was a quicker way of compressing, I'll tell you. Compress the gravel into blocks of gravel, and then you do the same with the gravel, and you smash that with vein miner. It kind of works well on a larger scale. You can do some real serious compression smashing, and then come along to these and just shift click them in. Fill them all up, and these are super duper speedy furnaces now, because they've got 2 slots and they kind of do 2 at a time. Makes them super speedy. Did I lose some sand somewhere? I did. And then right, the other thing that we've got is the laboratory block. The laboratory block is just simply some stone around a bit of quartz. Now, of course, we've been quartz mining for levels, so we've got lots and lots of quartz. We're on to two drawers because we had so much quartz. And the stone is just putting the cobble in there and having the cobble running into smooth stone for a little bit while we wait, which is awesome. And this trash can has stopped that from growing. Oh, little bonsai gets stopped growing when you put something over it, by the looks of it. It just stops. I don't know if that just stops the animation or whether it stops it. But it stopped. And now it can grow again. Yes. So this needs to go... I don't know, we'll put this over here. Put the bin out there, over there, out the way. So yeah, that's how I'm doing all this stuff, right? So I'm making a load of glass now. And then I'm just going to go and change it into this grey bordered glass, right? Like so. And once I've got that, then I'm going to put it into the machine and I'll show you just how cool it looks when it's doing. If I can get down there and do it, it kind of produces fairly slowly, so I reckon I can get down here and then get back up and show you again. Right, so it's on, always on, and we put this in there like that, and it should start preparing to place row after row of that stuff in. Let's go round to Pixel Rift's place and check it out as it grows. So yeah, there it is. It's slowly working its way up there, and it's breaking the vines as it goes, and it's making its way all the way across in every available block space. It's placing the glass in every available block space, deleting the vines as it goes. Very good, very good. And the vines don't grow back down again afterwards. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Yeah. And over this side, can we see better over here now? No, because the vines are all in the way. So yeah, I think I'm going to let it come down as far as this side over here a little bit. So maybe in line with this last little bit here. Get it in line with this and then switch it to solid blocks and see what it looks like when it's built some solid blocks up there. See if we want to change it around a little bit, change it up. The dome's looking pretty good from the top as well. It's looking quite good top side. It does seem to be fitting nicely into everything. I don't want to empty out the internals of the dome and make it a little bit more solid looking, but I don't want to change the whole nether in order to have the dome standing out. It's got to kind of like appear within all of this nether, so that all the way around it, it's all nether. But slowly but surely, it's building out layer by layer. Is it down to this stage at the minute? It looks like it's onto here at the minute. This is as far as it's got, and it'll build it round. The best thing about having the dome do it all, though, or the structure builder do it all, is all of them blocks that don't quite fit next to each other. They will work together perfectly, because it'll build them for us. And then I can remove some blocks a bit later on. And like these blocks in here, I can change them around a little bit and do some of that alterations to make it look right from the inside. But for right now, though, I've still got a little bit more task to do. I feel like I need to do it all in glass and then replace the glass, because replacing the glass isn't very expensive and very time consuming, and I can just replace it with factory blocks of whatever type, or laboratory blocks of whatever type that I want to use in the dome. But we're getting there. I'll bring you back when it's done and there's some kind of design work to be figured out. Like that section over there, I want to duplicate over here. And have each side having this archway leading into it. And there might be some bands that I want to bring around, like a circular band to make it feel like it's held up in place. Just that kind of stuff. And some clearing out of this stuff as we go. There's lots of other videos to watch. People have been doing all sorts. Coke ovens, blast furnaces. There's been, yeah, that infinite apples of really massive, overpowered tiny progressions, 64 saturation. Some of this stuff done. There's been some. They've even started on extra utilities, some forestry going on, infinite water sources. Pixel Riffs is currently working on better than mods with the saw. Do not attempt to stop with face, because that saw might hurt. All sorts of things going on. Check out the description for other links after you finish watching today's episode. The last of the dome is going in. It's just done this last row here, and I've started working on an entrance, a doorway that would go in that general direction, and out that general direction. I'm going to fill it in and make it more of a tunnel upstairs kind of feel, a staircase of some kind. I'm going to make it so we've got an airlock down this side, and it's going to go up. But I've started filling in a little bit more. Now we've got this permanent dome instead of an imaginary phantom dome that I can see and place blocks. It's now placed all of these glass blocks, so nice and easy for me to replace where I need to, and I can cut stuff out and sort things out as I need to, like these little bits of netherrack that are just kind of in the way of the dome. I can trim them back to the dome and replace them how I want. And I'm trying to figure out how to do this and how high up to do it. I've decided that I want at least up to there. So I figured while we're at this point, I may as well just let the dome building structure build the dome for me up this side and see how it looks on a larger scale. And I thought you best have a look at that because it could be cool. Hey, turntable complete. Pixel Riff's just hammering those new quests. I need some fuel. I haven't got any fuel down here. Okay. I don't suppose there's any fuel kicking around over here, is there? Nope. But someone did do a smeltery. I haven't seen that episode yet. There's a big difference between what we actually see and what we know and all that kind of stuff. I think I covered it last episode, telling you everything. I have to go and watch all of the videos of all of the other Cobblenauts just to find out who did what around the base. As well as there being a little bit in chat every now and again in Discord about who did what and when and why and how much it cost them or whatever. And if anyone wants to do stuff together and all that kind of things. That all happened. But I'm just trying to figure out what has happened since the last time I was on. And because we've got UK, American and Australian players on the server, it's kind of weird how to figure out who does what and when, because you go to bed and 8 hours later you wake up and loads of quests have been completed and loads of people have done other things and it's all good. It's all good, it all works, but still, yeah. But this is working now, this is working now. Now, I know that I want to change up the blocks here to make my archway. So I can change those blocks out to make the archway. And I also want to backfill all of this kind of stuff. Now I can do this backfilling down here, and I know that in some places I can like break a bit of glass here and it's not going to be an issue because there won't be anything seen there when we do it the other way around. Yeah, I might have to do it from the front first and change the front blocks first, but then fill these with netherrack just to make sure everything's nice and secure back here, behind here. See what happens. I think it's run out of blocks. Alright, so yeah, I've got last little bit to do. Swap some of those blocks out, swap some of these blocks out. I'm now going to start taking these and start swapping all this out and checking out what I actually need and filling up behind it and all that kind of stuff. Going to make it look really good. And yeah, I think I'm just going to crack on with it and get on with making it at least to that kind of height there, and a little bit around there. Wrap it around a little bit. Maybe put a bordered edge in. There's plenty of different kinds of bits and pieces that we can change into here. Like there's some laboratory block bits here. There's some these large steel bits. The large steel bits used like this in creating the map may end up having a few little struts and things, but we'll go over that in a little bit. I want to just kind of finish up some of the workings here and get it set up properly, and then we'll work on that in a bit. I'm now kind of backfilling areas to make them nice and safe and secure. I'm next to Pixel Rift's place at the minute. That's his house just there. I've been wandering in through his house. And then once I've got that done, then I dig out all of this stuff down the side here and start digging out this way. Now, I did have a little problem. I vein mined right above the farms that were here. Oh, wow, that looks cool. That's a cool film. Yeah, I vein mined up here, and a lava source block just poured down onto the farm and wrecked all the water, and all the farm went bye-bye. So I had to clean that mess up. It kind of started burning the roof off his house as well, but fortunately for me, I did have some spare wood, so I could fix his house up before we came back to do some more kiln work. Don't tell him though, don't tell him, don't tell him. So then, anyway, then start building out from around here and just build the wall out section by section. Actually, I should just do like one row at a time, right? Just one at a time. Just fill it out according to the schematic, as it were. I do miss having schematica. But this structure builder would have done the job for me if it wasn't for the fact that it would put all these blocks in Pixel's house while he's online trying to use his house. I would possibly just have put some in the machine and let it run. But, well, he's trying to do his job, isn't he? Trying to do his busyness. And then I go and backfill from over here again. So I get to the next section. And let's backfill from here, like that. Backfill the whole thing and work my way digging through the next level and so on until I'm up to the highest level I want. And I can always carry on working my way up the dome that way. Unless, of course, it doesn't need backfilling, like open air stuff. But quite a lot of it needs to fit snugly into the nether below. Okay, so I've worked my way all the way around. There's another windmill turned up here now. A second windmill. A different windmill. Hector's just finished it for his episode. Check that out later on. Windmill Brothers. One windmill that side, one windmill that side. We've got windmills everywhere. We've still got a lot of these vines growing down there. But anyway, I've gone from there all the way around at the same level. All the way around, all the way around, all the way around, all the way around to there. I've decided not to go any further than there because Windmill Brother number 1 needs to make sure that that area is secure for ghasts and things like that before we carry on going around. I will do it, and we will make sure that's secure so the gas can't get out. But, yeah, later. And this one, well, Hector's just kind of making this starter area sorted out. So he'll probably move things around later on after all, anyway. And I've still got a little bit more to digging out to do. But it's looking good. It's looking good. I'm pleased with it so far. I do want to do some more like uprights, but I think just having this like section first will be a good place to start, and getting rid of some of these awkward looking bits. Like if I could reach it, can I reach? Can I reach? Can I reach? Can I? Oh, I got it. Can I reach it? There we go. Just getting rid of those little bits and working my way back to that, and having some kind of area will be sorted there. The other problem is that this is fairly solid behind here. So if I'm going to have the solid behind here, what am I going to have glass-wise when the glass comes up to here? It may be that I need a solid edge, like this half down the centre, half of it down the centre, from this half to that half is just solid. A solid shell half. That's probably what we're going to need to do to make it look good. And then, oh, actually, because no, I might have to just do this quarter. This quarter of the dome may need to be a solid section just to cover it up properly. We shall see anyway. We shall see in another episode. For right now, though, I feel like it's time I should get on with something else. I'm afraid my children are coming home from school, and that is it for today's episode. Thank you all very, very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like and check out all of the other Cobblenauts. Links in the description down below. I will see you in the next episode of Cobblenauts, Forever Stranded, Lost Souls, very soon.